As former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro fights narco-terrorism charges from behind bars in Brooklyn today, there's another angle to this story, and that is this: Iranian proxy group Hezbollah. CBS News senior coordinating producer for the Crime and Public Safety Unit, Anna Schecter, digging into Hezbollah's presence in Venezuela, something a lot of us didn't know about, hadn't heard about. Hezbollah, Anna, is a terror group. So what do you know here?
That's exactly right, Reed. The U.S. government has designated Hezbollah a foreign terror organization, and it's one of the strongest proxies that Iran uses and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard uses to carry out its initiatives globally. So that is diametrically opposed to Western interests, and particularly the United States. So what does Hezbollah do on the ground in Venezuela? They have a stronghold there, and they're involved in illicit trafficking, primarily drugs, but also weapons. So you have a community of people. They are members of Hezbollah. They often have Venezuelan passports, and they are involved in the very drug smuggling that we're talking about, some of which makes it to the United States. Now, what does this mean? Now that Maduro is out, that's a big question, Reed.
Okay, so how does Maduro's ouster affect Hezbollah's operations on the ground? What's their ground game in Venezuela now after we've turned this page?
That is the big question. This is a group that has stockpiled weapons. In fact, Iran has even tried to transport missiles to Venezuela to intimidate the U.S., but to also carry out training. And so can they continue to operate? Well, probably, but this is certainly a blow to Hezbollah because they were really given a safe harbor. They felt safe there. That's probably changing a little bit, but this is a very entrenched group in Venezuela and elsewhere in Latin America, and it's definitely a priority for the United States to address this security threat. And so I'm really curious what the administration is going to do, given that they certainly know that Hezbollah is operating and has been operating in Venezuela and elsewhere in Latin America since the 1980s, Reed.
Wow, a terror group with guns in the Western Hemisphere, Venezuela with oil. It's a whole new frontier of stories. Anna Schecter, thank you so much for that.